You are bored with your life, everything is stagnating, and somebody told you that in order to fix your life, in order to bring something radical, some radical change, you need to take up the journey of semen retention. So you went on it thinking that finally life will improve. And then you are faced with some of the worst days you have faced in a while. This video is not meant to scare anyone from taking up the practice of semen retention. But I'm here to warn you guys about this one thing that might break the hearts of certain beginners, because when you start going on this journey, when you start retaining for the first time, you expect that you will start seeing positive results. You'll start seeing benefits. You'll start seeing the superpowers. You'll start flying. You expect positive things to happen because you were sick of all that boredom that you were facing. So now, taking up the day one, you are like, okay, now I'm ready for all that positivity. I'm ready for all that progress in my life. I wish to warn you that the first few days on semen retention or on Nofap, your life might get worse. This happens, and there are many reasons why this happens. But this is just a warning. It might not happen to every one of you. But a lot of people, a good chunk of retainers, they experience it. And it's not permanent. Of course, it lasts for like 3 or 4 days. But those 3 or 4 days are enough for a lot of people to lose their patience and give up. Okay? What essentially happens is when you take up this journey and when you start retaining finally and you start counting your days, don't do that. But when you're starting out, what happens is you might notice that your mood is going lower and lower and lower. You are suddenly being hit by depressive episodes. You are suddenly being tormented by certain thoughts that you haven't thought about in maybe months. All of a sudden, you'll be faced by a very, very uncomfortable truth that you have ignored a lot of things in your life. Maybe you ignored building a good physique. Maybe you ignored having a good dating life. You have been single all your life. Maybe you wanted some beautiful girl in your life and you had your opportunities, you had your chances to have someone, to have a good companion in your life, and you missed it. Maybe you wanted to start a business. Maybe you wanted to do something dangerous in your life, something risky, high risk, high reward. You wanted to try out something and explore yourself, explore your passions, make a meaning out of your life. You never felt that you were missing out on anything all this while when you were fapping. As soon as you stop fapping, boom, you'll get hit by all these realizations at once. It's like a punch to your face. You will start, especially at night, late at night, you'll start thinking, oh my god, I have missed so much in my life till now. I have wasted so much time. I have missed so many opportunities. What's happening to me? I had these chances in that year. 2 years ago, I was going to do this. Why didn't I go forward with it? 3 years ago, I was crushing on this girl. Why didn't I go and talk to her? What am I doing right now? Oh my god, I have this age. I am this many years old now. I'm growing old. I'm going to die. All these crazy, extreme thoughts will hit you. And I call this you finally waking up to reality. The reality that you have created for yourself all this while. And it's okay, even if the reality is very grim, even if it is horrific, it doesn't mean that it's permanent, man. As I said, you have created it. You have created it. You are the creator of whatever grim reality you are living in. It means you can also create a reality that you will actually like to live in, right? When you were actually fapping all the time, when you were masturbating all the time, what it had done was it had numbed your brain. It had numbed your brain so much that you were not even noticing anything lagging behind in your life because you were so satiated. You were so satisfied. Your reproductive potential had been met by you jerking off. So there was no reason for you to notice any inconsistencies in your progress. There was no reason for you to ever feel that feeling of missing out. That, okay, I could have done all these things in these months that passed. I have done nothing. What's happening to me? All these realizations which had to hit you in all these months past, all these years in which you fapped, will hit you all at once on one day, at one night. And it is so overwhelming for a lot of people that many beginners, many people who do not really have a good mental resolve, they end up relapsing just to escape that pressure. The pressure which is on top of them. Look, face your life, face your creation. Look at what you have created. Look where you have come. Face it. They cannot face it. They turn away and they relapse again. And then they are numbed again. They are satiated again. Satiated, not happy. satiated, just numb enough to not notice the bad things. Okay, just plain dead inside. So they numb themselves again. Now, the thing is, a lot of you might go through all this. When you start out on this journey, you might feel a few days, 3 or 4 days, or maybe a week of things actually not going in your way. And I'm not just talking about negative thoughts, depression, you feeling sad about your life. I'm talking about actual bad things happening to you. You started retaining because you wanted people to respect you, but now you might notice that people are trying to test you more. People are becoming hostile, and this might shock you. You would be like, I was better off before this when I was jerking off. What's happening to me? I started retaining and all these people are trying to test me. Listen, brother, this is all temporary, okay? These things do not last past a week. For the first week, you might experience people hating on you all of a sudden. People trying to attack you, people trying to be hostile. It's not like anyone can touch you. But you might notice, people becoming angry around you. This is because there has been a sudden change in your energy, and this change is radical. Especially when you quit cold turkey, what happens is that dim, numb energy that you used to carry, that background character energy, that shadow energy. Now you are slowly becoming the main character by doing something which is very rare, which is something that most people cannot bring themselves to do. It's a hard thing to even make the decision of going on this journey. So you bring a radical change in your energy, and the thing is, whenever something changes too fast in their surroundings, people are not able to cope up with it. So they start going mad. Change is usually gradual, slow, but when you do it like this, people are not able to handle it, and whenever there is ambiguity around, people lean towards negativity. When people notice you and they're like, I cannot figure out, but there's something different about him this time. I cannot figure it out. This has to be something negative. I need to defend myself. So your increased aura intimidates these people. But past 1 week, as you stay consistent, these people, they accept your changed energy. When you are rising, people test you only in the initial stages. When they can see that they cannot push you down and press you down and make you submit again, they give up. They're like, okay, we cannot make him submit anymore. Let's just give up. Most of you who are trying to fight social anxiety, who are introverts, maybe you guys got bullied in school. If you ever try to act confident, if you ever try to act like you are the king, what would happen is you would get tested a lot by people and you would get hated a lot by people. But the thing most people ignore in this case is these tests and this aggression that comes is temporary. It does not last beyond 1 week or 10 days as long as you're being consistent. As long as you don't go back into your shell, you start acting confident and a few people come and question you. Who do you think you are? And then you started acting like a wimp again. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. This is not what is supposed to happen, actually. You're supposed to be consistent. Even if the heat is coming in front of you, the pressure is coming in front of you, you have to be consistent and you have to be unmoved. No, this is who I am now, man. The whole story is dead. If you don't like it, your problem. Can't do anything about it. Too bad for you. But this man, he's here to stay. This is what you need to tell people. That this man, this new man, he's here to stay. And they will give up. Not just people, but the world, the energy, universe, higher power, whatever you want to call it. What happens is when you start retaining in the first few days, it might happen that all of a sudden, bad things start happening to you in a spiral. Now, these could be little things. Your shoes getting lost, your keys getting lost, your phone getting broken, your charger not working anymore. Or maybe, you encountering some crazy guy on the streets. Or maybe your friends finally deciding not to talk to you. It could be anything. It could be, a lot of bad things. But do not worry, these are just illusions. They will not last beyond 1 week. The same thing happens whenever you do something that changes your energy. Now, this could be anything. It's not just necessarily semen retention. Even if you decide within that you're not the person who you used to be all this life, the weak guy. You're not that weak guy anymore. When you put that resolve in yourself, that very moment, that very second, you change your energy. And that creates a distortion. That creates a problem for the entire equilibrium which you had created all these years. And now, because there has been a disturbance because of you, before things settle down again, there will be some chaos. But this chaos is temporary. Nothing will happen to you. Just watch it as a show, as a circus, and laugh. And remember my words that, yeah, this guy on YouTube, he told me about it. Chaos is gonna come. I'm ready. Come, let's play the game. It was necessary for me to tell this to you guys because many of you guys will face this, get scared, and then go back to your shell, relapsing and going back to who you were before. Take this from me. Whenever you wish to change, especially if the change is radical, it will always come with a lot of chaos, but the chaos will be temporary. You really need to worry about nothing. It will not last. You will last though. You will last. The chaos won't.